We are looking at a problem now where we have to solve a system of equations by graphing, and both of these equations are not in slope-intercept form. So we're not exactly sure what type of answer we will get until we start putting this in slope-intercept form and graphing this. Again, you can graph either of these many different ways. This is just one way. If you like another way, you can certainly use that. So let's look at this system. I'm going to take this first equation down, and we want to solve for y and get it in slope-intercept form. So the first step would be to subtract 6x from both sides. So I have 3y equals negative 6x plus 9. Okay, I want to solve for y here, so divide by 3 everywhere. That gives me negative 2x plus 3. Let's pull out the important information from this line. So our slope is negative 2, and our y-intercept is 0, 3. Remember, slope of negative 2 is going to tell me rise over run. So negative means that I'm not going up, I'm going to go down 2. And then because I can't put that negative in both places, if there's a negative there, that tells me I'm going down 2, but this tells me I'm going right 1. So let's graph this line here with this information. So the y-intercept is 0, 3. And then we're going down 2, right 1. So down 2, 1, 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Now, if I wanted to go back the other way, I could move this negative, and instead of putting it on top, I could put it on bottom. So if I did that, I would go up 2, left 1. So let me show you that. Up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1. And we get an idea of what this line is going to be. Okay, so that's that first equation. So the second equation that we have here is also in a standard form. So we need to change it to slope-intercept. And I do that by solving for y. So moving the 8x over. So I get 9y equals negative 8x minus 9. And then divide by 9. So this gives me y equals negative 8/9 plus 1. Oh, I forgot my x there. Negative 8/9 x plus 1. Okay, again, pulling out that important information. Slope is negative 8/9. And your y-intercept is 0, 1. So again, this is going to be down 8, right 9. Let's see if this will actually even fit. We may have to adjust, but that's okay. We can make it work. All right, so y-intercept 0, 1. You know what I just noticed? And see, teachers make mistakes too. So that was supposed to be an 18, and this is a very common mistake that students can make, is just transferring that information incorrectly. So if this is 18, let's add and make this 18, 18. This is going to be so much better. So instead of negative 8/9, what would I have here? I would have negative 2. So this would be negative 2. Oh, this is starting to make way more sense, right? Okay, so negative 2, still have this same 0, 1. I'm glad we didn't graph this. And it's okay to make mistakes. I do it. Everybody does it. So the biggest part of this is being able to notice that you made a mistake, going back and checking your work, and correcting those mistakes and learning from it. Just keeping a growth mindset and saying, I'm not perfect. It's okay if I'm a mistake. I'm going to learn through that process, and the next time I'll be able to do that a little bit better. Okay? So even I make mistakes, and that's okay. All right, so -2. So I've got, we're going to go same as this one, down 2, right 1. Okay? Y'all probably caught that before I did. All right, so let's graph this one. 0, 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Down 2, right 1. Oh, I see a pattern happening here. If I did up 2, left 1, up 2, left 1, what happens when I graph these two? Are these ever going to touch? Are they ever going to intersect? Are they ever going to be a place where they are the same? So obviously we see that that's not happening. There's nowhere these are going to intersect. These are parallel lines. And we would notice that here when you're looking at this equation of a slope of -2 and this equation of also a slope of -2, but different y-intercepts. So if those y-intercepts were the same, you would have the same line, and that would be a whole different type of answer. Okay, here, same slopes, we know are parallel lines, and because they are parallel, because they do have the different y-intercepts. Okay, so that worked out. Let's look at this and talk about the answers. So the answer here for a parallel line is nowhere. It does not intersect anywhere. So the solution is, well, there's no solution. No solution. Never going to intersect. Okay? The other thing is this system is inconsistent. It's inconsistent and it's independent. Inconsistent because there is no solution, and independent though because they are not the same line. So those two lines are not dependent on each other, they are independent. Okay, so this would be an example of that option where these two lines are parallel and there is no solution.